right, I want to thank you again for coming out to Mount Curahee. Hosted for the first time Mount Airy. We can't thank them enough for accommodating us on this reschedule. You guys give Mount Airy a big hand.
Yeah, hold down.
I also want to thank our sponsors, Terrapin Beer, Maxxis Tires, Specialized Bikes, Pactimo, Shirtworks, Mulberry Gap, Pine Cogenis, Tifosi, Stands No Tubes, ESI Grips, Bike Patrol, A&B Weather Service, and Perimeter Roofing. I want to thank a huge shout out to a great group of volunteers out here setting signs yesterday. And also want to give a big shout out to Jamie Carney. Jamie, where are you? Hiding somewhere? Probably warming up. Jamie has helped us in designing this course. If you love it, give him a big pat on the back. If you hate it, you might want to avoid him because Jamie loves this course. So results. When results start rolling in, results are going to be posted at 15 after the hour. So that's when we start posting results. Results will be right here under this specialized tent. The course, we're going to do a neutral roll. We're going to do a neutral rollout from across the street. You're going to line up underneath the Maxxis Arch, which you'll see as you go across the street. And then, if you're doing the short course, Mr. Brian Horton will be leading you down the Lake Russell Road. We're going to keep an average of about 15 mile an hour speed there. When you get to the bottom, you'll make a left onto Nancytown. You will see start flags, and it's game on. All right. If you're on the long course, you'll be following me down, and we're switching because of the way the course is designed. Short course is going to start at 10, short course at 10, and the long course at 10:15. The reason we're doing that is because you guys would wind up getting intermixed, and it would wind up being confused, a lot of confusion out there if we didn't reverse it. Make sure the course is well marked. Make sure you follow the arrows. The short course does split off in several places from the long course, but it is labeled with a short course or a long course, and then followed by an arrow. So one of the ways you can tell if it is a 2000 plate on your bike, starting with the 2000, that is a designation for the long course, and 1000 plate numbers are designated for the short course. We will have a food truck arriving here at noon. All of our podiums and all of the celebrations that we're going to be doing are going to be upstairs in City Hall. There is a banquet facility upstairs, awesome building. Make sure you go in and check that out. But that's where we'll have some tables and chairs set up for you to eat. Timing is done by RFID chips. All of you on the back of your plate will have 2 chips. Make sure your plate, good time to do that is now. Make sure your plate is hanging straight up and down. It helps make sure everything gets read properly when it's straight up and down. We also have a sweeper on the course. After you guys all roll out, he'll be followed by. If you have an issue or mechanical or something, check in with an aid station. They can get in touch with us. Cell phone service out there is, well, almost non-existent. So your best bet is to continue to the next aid station. Another one that has helped us tremendously, and she didn't know I was going to do this, but Ranger Barbara has helped us tremendously in the first course trying to get this thing done, and then bending over backwards to help us get it done today. So we literally would not be here without her. So thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? Oh, Jamie's signing shows back up. Yes, sir.
The water stations, how frequent are they?
The water stations, the first one, Jamie, how far is the first one on the long course?
Long course would be about 7 miles in.
So the first one is 7 miles in. Number 1 is also number 4. You'll go by that one twice. And so it's about 5 miles on the way back. And so here's one of my things. If you're looking at your nutrition and you're looking at your water and you're thinking, I think I'll be okay, please stop. This course is very, very climby. If you're going to the point of I think I'll be okay, don't chance it. Stop and let the aid station workers do what they do. Also at the aid stations, we sent out an email. When you get there, we have a volunteer there. If you need water, if you need whatever, everything is bottled today based on precautions. So everything is bottled. Grab a bottle of water, fill your water bottle up. There are no 5-gallon spigot style things out there. Everything is bottled. Refill your own bottle. If you need if you need hammer, heat in your bottle, we have hammer out there. She will dip it in for you, or he, depending on the aid station. Remove your cap so that they don't have to touch your cap to give you nutrition. All the food that is out there, honey buns and such, it's all prepackaged, so it has already been dealt with beforehand. And then there's another water station at about mile 17, and then another one at like mile 22 or so. Those are approximates, not exact, but that's about what you'll find those. Any other questions? All right, so remember, short course starting first today. Short course race is going to start first today at 10 o'clock. We still have a little bit of time before we do that. If you did not get a T-shirt, check in with us afterwards. We do have a few remaining, so you can come and check in with that. So we have here with us the mayor of Mount Airy, who wants to welcome you to this beautiful town.
Thank you. We're so excited for you to be here. We look around and realize that at one point in time, the Cherokee Indians traveled over this particular part of the state of Georgia. We're glad you're here. We're glad the town of Mount Airy can host this. If there's anything we can do, let us know. Let us bow our head to have a prayer of safety for each of you. Our Father, we thank you so much for your creation of this world. What a beautiful course this is that they will be traveling today. God, we pray for your safety and your guidance with them. Lord, may the spirit of enthusiasm and the spirit of competition be such that it brings people together. Lord, we thank you for our nation. We pray for it today with all the trials that it is going through, and ask your blessings on this, and ask that you bless America. Now be with us as we go through this race. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Now we're going to do the Star Spangled Banner. If you're wondering, the flag is right behind you at City Hall. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. Remember, short course racers, short course racers, you will start at 10 a.m. roughly 20 minutes from now. Also, keep in mind, Mount Airy also has the building open, and there are restrooms inside the building. So if you want to take a break there before you start your race, now's a perfect time to do that.
Look, guys.
Just enjoy it and smile.
Forward.
you. Straight. Thank you, you're awesome. Thank you, dude. You're awesome. Love you, man. Push? Cool. Come on. Thank you guys.
Good job, you're almost there.
Arrows mean nothing now. I need points. You made it back before me?
We've been here so long, it ain't even funny.
Did y'all start?
We all did the show.
Oh, okay, cool. I figured that's what you normally do.